Okja, Korean, pronounced Okja, is a 2017 science fantasy action-adventure film directed by Bong Joon-ho with a screenplay by Bong and John Ronson from a story by Bong. The film is about a teenage girl who raised a genetically modified super pig, the titular Okja. When Okja is taken to the United States by a meat industry corporation, the girl goes on a mission to rescue Okja from mistreatment and slaughter. An international co-production of South Korea and the United States, it stars an ensemble cast headed by child actor Ahn Seo-hyun, along with Byun Hee-bong, Yoon Jae-moon, Choi Woo-shik, Tilda Swinton, Paul Dano, Stephen Yeun, Lily Collins, Shirley Henderson, Daniel Henshall, Devin Bostick, Giancarlo Esposito, and Jake Gyllenhaal. The film competed for the Palme d'Or in the main competition section at the 2017 Cannes Film Festival. 5. It was released on Netflix on June 28, 2017. The film received positive reviews from critics. Plot. In 2007, environmentalist Lucy Mirando becomes CEO of the Mirando Corporation, succeeding her twin sister. Announcing they have been breeding a special kind of super pig, 26 specimens are sent to farmers around the world, and 10 years later, one will be crowned the winner as the best pig. In 2017, a teenage girl named Mija lives in South Korea with her grandfather and their super pig, Okja. Mija and Okja have a very close relationship. They spend much of their time together, and at one point, Okja saves Mija from falling off a cliff. They are visited by Mirando spokesperson and zoologist Dr. Johnny Wilcox, who declares Okja the best super pig and announces that they will take her to New York City. Her grandfather gives Mija a solid gold pig figurine, explaining he saved up to replace Okja when she was taken away. Devastated, Mija goes to Seoul to find Okja, where she sees her being loaded onto a truck. Mija chases down the truck, but it is intercepted by the Animal Liberation Front. In the resulting chaos, Mija and Okja run away, but are eventually saved by the ALF, led by Jay. He asks another ALF member, K, to translate and tell Mija that they plan to put a recording device in Okja's ear and let her be recaptured by the Mirando Corporation to document how they mistreat animals. Mija asks them to return her to the mountains, but K purposely mistranslates and tells them Mija agrees. They leave, and Okja is recaptured. To minimize PR damage to the company, Lucy pays for Mija to come to New York to stage a heartwarming reunion with her pig. Okja is taken to a laboratory where she is forcibly bred with another super pig, and flesh is taken from her for a taste test. After the ALF sees the footage, Kay reveals that he lied to the rest of the group about Mija's support of the plan. Jay beats Kay and expels him from the ALF. In New York, Mija has to comply with the Mirando Corporation. Jay slips into her room and tells her they plan to rescue Okja while on stage. During the Mirando parade, a battered and temporarily blinded Okja attacks Mija. Jay tries to hurt Okja to protect the girl, but Mija doesn't let him and calms Okja down. The ALF shows Okja's mistreatment to the public, who quickly turn against Mirando. Lucy surrenders the company to her twin sister Nancy, who contacts a private security firm Black Chalk to take out the ALF members. Okja is recaptured and the ALF members are arrested, except for Mija and Jay, who are rescued by a remorseful K. Nancy starts full production at the slaughterhouse. K, Mija, and Jay travel to a processing plant in search of Okja and find her being forced up a ramp into a slaughterhouse. On the verge of being slaughtered, Mija shows a Mirando employee a photo of herself with baby Okja, prompting him to stop. Nancy arrives and Mija offers the gold pig in exchange for Okja's life. Although initially reluctant, Nancy agrees, as she deemed it a good business deal, having Jay and Kay arrested. As Mija and Okja are escorted away, a pair of super pigs push their newborn through the electric fence to Okja to hide and rescue from the farm. Back in the countryside, Mija resumes her life with her grandfather, Okja, and the new piglet. In a post-credit scene, Jay is released from prison, boarding a bus with Kay and the other members of the organization. With their newest member Kim Woo-shik, a former driver for Mirando, they plan to disrupt a major Mirando shareholders meeting. Cast. Ahn Seo-hyun as Mija, a farm girl who takes care of and helped raise Okja. Tilda Swinton as Lucy Miranda, the eccentric, powerful CEO of the Miranda Corporation looking to profit from Okja and the Super Pig program. Swinton also plays Nancy Miranda, Lucy's twin sister, the cruel former CEO of the Miranda Corporation. Paul Dano as Jay, the leader of an animal rights activist group, the Animal Liberation Front, ALF. Jake Gyllenhaal as Johnny Wilcox, a disturbed zoologist and TV personality. Byun Hee-bong as Hee-bong, Mija's grandfather. Stephen Yoon as Kay, an animal rights activist and ALF member who serves as translator between Mija and the rest of the ALF. Giancarlo Esposito as Frank Dawson, an executive with the Miranda Corporation. Lily Collins as Red, an animal rights activist and ALF member. Yoon Jae-moon as Mundo Park, a Korean representative of the Miranda Corporation. Shirley Henderson as Jennifer, Lucy's assistant. Daniel Henshall as Blonde, an animal rights activist, ALF member, and the boyfriend of Silver. Devin Bostick as Silver, an animal rights activist, ALF member, and the boyfriend of Blonde. Choi Woo-shik as Kim Woo-shik, a young driver for the Miranda Corporation. Lee Young-eun as Okja's voice/wheelchair woman. Lee Bong-ryan as Miranda Korea desk clerk. Development and production. In October 2015, it was announced that director Bong Joon-ho's next film would feature a South Korean female lead and a cast of English-speaking supporting actors, with filming set in New York. On November 10, 2015, it was picked up by Netflix and Plan B Entertainment with a budget of $50 million, with production starting in late 2016 for release in 2017. 2. Darius Kanji joined the film as cinematographer in February 2016. 7. Bong sought out Welsh author John Ronson to help with the script. Working with a rough draft of the story, Ronson helped develop the English-speaking characters. 8. Principal photography began on April 22, 2016, in Seoul, South Korea. 9-10 It moved to Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada for more filming on July 31, 2016. 11 Bong visited a Colorado slaughterhouse to prepare for the film's slaughterhouse sequence, an experience that converted Bong and producer Doo-ho Choi into temporary vegans. 12. Bong has called Okja a very shy and introverted animal. It's a unique animal that we've not seen before. 13. Filming wrapped on August 27, 2016. Themes. In an interview, Bong said the film touched on capitalism. 14. Co-writer John Ronson said he believed the movie would turn people vegetarian, adding, "I really don't think that was my intention or Bong's intention." 15.